So this week on Supergirl, we got to explore a little bit more of Winn's character, thanks to the fact that his father turned out to be the villain of this week, Toyman, and so that was pretty cool, I guess. Especially kind of cliche thing, but kind of made sense this time. Is the whole, you know, the villain telling someone, "Oh, we're like you and I," and that sort of thing, and in a way you could get the sense that when he does have that sort of disposition to maybe keeps things bottled up. He's kind of a loner, a little bit of a nerd, so that might make him feel like an outcast. And so you never know. I mean, sometimes those kind of people they tend to, uh, just blow up and actually blow up people, just like his father did. But thanks to the experience, not only seeing what could happen, but having Kara as his friend, then kind of got him to not do that, not become like that. And then as far as the part where suddenly he reveals his feelings to Kara, in some ways throws the whole thing out of balance, but in some ways it's kind of good to get that out in the open. Finally, she knows how he really feels. Finally, he knows that at least he got to tell her. He doesn't have to always wonder what could have been. So it'll be interesting to see how the relationship goes. For the most part, I believe the best thing would be that they remain friends, that they work through this, because I know that it's always better to have friends instead of like losing someone over like some kind of misunderstanding or disagreement about you know how much do you like another person. Like it's better to just love them and have them as a friend to like love them, but love them in a way that they don't want, and then you end up losing them. But we'll see. I don't see him disappearing or them breaking up or anything like that. But we hope that it doesn't like ruin their dynamic, because like Kara said, he really helps her and she helps him. And then we have Lucy Lane. She's gonna be working at the office, so that's also gonna throw in a little put something interesting into the dynamics of all their relationships. Like like Kat pointed out, James does seem to have a little something with Kara. We don't know what it is. They don't know what it is, but there's something there, and so the fact that Lucy is gonna be around, but I'm sure they'll work through it. Just gotta be patient. If Kara and James do have like a future, then it'll be it'll be sometime later, which obviously, those who know long term storytelling, we're perfectly okay with that. Um, but then again, there's also Kat and Kara. I mean, even though that's like a long shot wish, but a lot of their development seems to point to the possibility that Kat and Kara have something more than just a working relationship. And I really like the fact that we kind of had some kind of worries about now that we have Martian Manhunter, it's gonna be like either he's a Superman stand-in or he's gonna like take away some of the spotlight from Supergirl by like sharing the heroic responsibilities. But I like how they kind of fixed that by John, as Hank, explaining that it's more important for him to have um, his true identity a secret, because if he's John, then the world might go into panic. It's much more different for him to be his real self than it is for Kara and Clark, because they at least have human like appearance, even if they can do extraordinary things. But you know, Jean as his heroic self is actually kind of he actually not only is he potentially dangerous in the same way that Karen and Clark are potentially dangerous, even if they try to save people, but he actually looks dangerous. I mean, even if that's never going to be his intention, but the world sees him as that way, and then of course, how they respond to him will cause more harm than good. Not only is it a good thing for him, you know, as a character, but it's also good for the story. And now we really can continue to have only Supergirl. She's gonna remain the only hero, and then Hank, Jean, Martian Manhunter, they can be he can be the supporting character, uh, just like James, just like Winn and Kat and Alex. So after the next episode, I'll probably post the video much sooner than on the weekend, maybe like on a Tuesday or Wednesday. So if you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe so that you can get it. Talk to you later.